Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Roma in Football Manager 2019, and the moment of truth is getting closer and closer. We failed in the Italian Cup, we failed in the Champions League. Now we have one last chance on a real title this season, and yeah, I must confess, I don't count this Super Cup final as a real title. I'm talking about the league. Because yeah, we failed the cup, we failed the Champions League. All that remains is to try to defend our league title. And if we don't manage to do that, this season has almost kind of been a disaster. Disaster might be a little bit rough, but yeah. And look at how it's been going for us lately. I mean, in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our 10 latest games, we can only see 1, 2, 3 greens. So 3 wins out of 10 games. That's clearly not good enough. Nowhere near good enough. And we have, as you can see, 4 games left to play this season. Take a look at the league table. We are currently topping it, 2 points ahead of Sassuolo, and we have 1 less game played, which means if we can beat Napoli today, and that's going to be very, very tough. They are currently in 4th position. You all know how good Napoli are. They're a great team. But if we can manage to do that, we're going to have a 5-point safety margin down to Sassuolo. And they are going to have 3 games left to play, which means they have 9 points left to play for. So a 5-point margin when it's 9 points left to play, that could be huge for us. That could be the title. But of course, if we don't manage to beat Napoli today, we could find ourselves where we only have 2 points left of our slim safety margin and 9 points left to play for, and that's more or less nothing. Especially since we are playing Napoli today, definitely one of the tougher games of the season. Luckily though, we have that home advantage, and hopefully we can really make that advantage and take care of it. So yeah, that's the current situation. Talking about injuries, we are actually starting to look pretty well. The only lad that we are missing from injury is Marcano. I mean, of course, he's been out for like 3 months, and he's slowly coming back to business with 6 days remaining of his injury. But yeah, it's been on for a long time. Fazio suspended for this one, but other than that, we are fit for fight. So, of course, we are doing a normal rotation. It haven't been many days since last game. So, as always, a lot of rotation going on. An interesting formation here from Napoli. Take a look at this one. Clearly not one of the more usual ones. So they are kind of playing 3-ish defenders with wingbacks and a defensive midfield. Kind of interesting. Because I've been talking about it before, but I'm really start feeling like I would like to get another formation going, but probably with 2 or 3 strikers, and maybe something like this, but maybe with a second striker instead of an attacking central midfielder. Yeah, need to study some different teams, but yeah, it's a very good Napoli team, but we have that home advantage, and we are desperate. But I need to remind you guys, we played them earlier this season, and last time we played them, we lost. So we're definitely going to tell the players that we owe Napoli after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. And most of them reacted well. A few of them we need to talk to individually. But yeah, pretty much the result we wanted. A lot of greens here as game on. And such an important game. I mean, every single game we play right now is going to be so important, because it's almost like we could win or lose the league like in every game. I think like we have 4 games left to play, 3 after this one. That means basically with the current situation that every single game we play probably have to be an episode, because we don't know when we're going to win or lose the league. And that actually brings me back to the very first season. Do you remember when we were in a situation where we could win the league? We were in that situation for such a long time. So we're playing so many episodes where we could have won it, but we didn't manage to win it. So it was like episode after episode after episode until we finally did manage to secure the title. Here is Tonali, and we haven't been much going on at all in the first half. We're getting closer and closer to halftime, but clearly something will happen here before the ref blows the whistle. Optimistic pass for Arp, but we managed to win it back. Garrison, Tonali goes for Santon. on the right flank into the box, and look at that! Who is completely alone on the other side of the box? It's El Shaarawy with his 5th goal this season. Such an important goal just before the halftime whistle, and this cross from Santon is so beautiful. And of course, that run from El Shaarawy is just pure class. Setting himself up completely lonely, coming with speed, so you can really basically put a lot of pressure on the ball, a lot of speed on the ball, and beautiful. Look, that statistics though, it's been pretty close-ish, and especially, I mean, the highlights. Where were the highlights? We didn't get to see anything at all. This was probably one of the quicker first half we ever played. So we need to tell the lads we need to step it up in the second half. I mean, look at these ratings. We're clearly not pleased. Definitely some room for improvements. And actually going to try bring Tonali a little bit higher up into the pitch like that. We could probably go with Pellegrini as a box-to-box. Let's see what effect those changes have. And also tell Garrison to ease off tackles. Because, I mean, we don't like red cards, do we? As long as, of course, they're not going to our opponents. If they are, then we very much approve of them. But yeah, nothing at all happened during the first half. It's going to be interesting to see if we can get some more action in the second one. But right now, it doesn't look like it. The clock just ticks away with basically nothing going on here. Not a single highlight. What's up with this game? But here is Sonata. Oh, that was a really ugly shot. That had to be a red one. Yeah, it got to be a straight up red card. That was such an ugly challenge from Suarez. Really, really ugly one. But of course, that puts us in a good position. Be 1 man up. But that was dangerous. We could definitely have gotten an injury from that. So even though I'm glad that they are 1 man down, I'm not glad of that tackle. That could really have cost us a lot if we would have picked up an injury there. I think we're going to go with ARP. ARP, you have been garbage today, and that's not what to be expected from you. You are expecting some miracles whenever you play, because you should be our goal-scoring machine. But yeah, that hasn't happened. So more or less, we have had like one highlight for the whole game. That was the goal, and then another highlight that was the red card. This I'm not sure what's going on, because nothing is happening here. Nothing at all. Pellegrini is nervous though, so I think we're going to go with him. Bring in Cristiante instead. The last 10 minutes. And here is Pereira with a free kick, and pretty close. Not too bad at all. Looking at the replay, and of course it's not in. And instead of it, now we have Napoli with a free kick. It's a long one. Are you for real? Please let it be an offside or something. Yes. Oh, he's an offside. No. Is that? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, clearly. They had like 10 players offside, and the goal scorer was one of them. So, whoa, almost gave me a heart attack there, game. Don't do things like that to me. I'm a pretty nice guy. I don't deserve getting heart attacks from you scaring me. It's Jesus, optimistic pass for El Shaarawy, another optimistic pass, but the actual throw is Pereira, and that's actually a brilliant save by the Napoli keeper. I wouldn't say it was it wasn't a perfect finisher, but it was not a bad finisher. It was a really, really good save by the Napoli keeper. And now we're going to see a corner here, and we're okay with that, because this means the clock should be ticking on here, getting closer and closer to full time, and we are far into the extra time. Parade over the corner, clear by the defense, and the clock is ticking and another corner, and cleared again. Jesus, Schick, and nothing. Is it good thing? No, nothing. I was thinking like maybe something, but there's a full-time whistle, and clearly this game is what you can call like an okay day at work. I mean, we won. That's great. It was a very important game, so very good that we won. With 25 chances to 8. Basically almost no highlights at all. So I think I'm going to tell them, even though some of the guys are doing good ratings here, I'm going to tell them that I'm not really pleased with this one. We need to do better in the future. And yeah, they all agreed. Brilliant. That was the reaction I was after. So let's end this and take a look at the league table. So now we have a 5-point advantage, 9 points left to play for, and oh my gosh, we are in a great position to be able to secure the title. I didn't mean to press scouting, I was going for the schedule, but I feel like every single game that's left now will have to be an episode, because we can win the league with every single game. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Kind of a short one because not much happened during the game, but very important 3 points. Now we are on route to probably actually secure the first real title of the season. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I'll see you in the next episode.